What is the goal of a color belt rolling with a white belt? In short, it depends. Here's what I will say. The goal has to be to help the white belt develop their skills. The goal has to be that you want that white belt to continue to come to class because more training partners equals a good thing. We want people to continue their jiu-jitsu journey. Now, there's a balance to this, and I've wrestled with it. There are times when helping them means you're going to let them put you in bad positions. You're going to see if they can choke you, if they can arm bar you. But then there's also times that you want to display to a white belt, hey, this stuff actually works. In other words, if all your color belts always just kind of let a white belt play, so to speak, then at some point they might question whether or not this really works. And I'm 44 years old, and I think it's kind of nice if a college student walks into the gym and tries it out, and I can submit them easily. That's probably good for them to realize, like, hey, this guy's a lot older than me, and he just handled me like this might work. So you want them to believe in the art too. So there's this tension of, I need to make sure that they know this works, but also I don't want to just destroy them the whole time because that's not going to help them grow. So you have to find the balance, which is why I started with it depends. Now I want to tell you guys a story. It was the first time I got to roll with a black belt. I've been training about 6 months. I was in San Diego, California at Fabio Santos Gym. And it was in the beginning, the white and blues rolled, and then the purples and browns, and then I believe the black belts. And then after everybody got to roll, he invited anybody who wanted to roll. And there was a black belt that was free. And they motioned me, sure, you can roll with him. And I was a white belt at the time, so I thought, okay, this will be interesting. And we rolled for, let's say, 3 minutes. And I could tell during that roll that he was obviously taking it easy on me. You just knew that. And I told him afterwards, like, hey, thanks for letting me play. Like, thanks for allowing me to learn a little bit. And he said something I'll never forget. He said, my job is to make you a killer. And I thought, I like this guy. And I like that perspective and I like that approach. And I've always adopted that into my jiu-jitsu. So when a white belt comes to the gym, I realize my job is to help that person be a killer. Now, how do I do that? Well, that's where it depends, and that's where you have to be mindful of the situation. If there's a white belt who comes in and they're new and they're really proud and boastful and think they're all that, there's probably a time and place that you need to humble them. But obviously, most times, my experience has been most people who are coming, maybe they're my age, maybe they're, I don't know, there's a wide variety of people that train, but here's the reality. Most people are pretty humble and they just want to learn. So I want to help them. And there's this good back and forth where you have that happen. So what's the job of a color belt rolling with a white belt? Well, I think it's to make them a killer.